Well, Thursday's gonna roll around sooner or later. It always seems to, anyway, around these parts. So if you're not doing nothing this time around, then it comes. If it does, which it always does, I don't know why I question it every time, but it always ends up being a Thursday after a Wednesday. Come on down to the Gothic Theater in Englewood, Colorado, right outside Denver, for the Alice Wetterland taping. There'll be a show or two that night, and I know you can get there via the link in the description of the show. That's right. I'm going to be really serious for a second. I'm Alice. I'm taping my hour special. Oh, the music kind of got serious for this part. Kind of wistful. And it is wistful. It's a big deal for me. I've been working on this hour for longer than anyone should, and I'm really proud of it. And I want you to come to the show if you are in the Denver, Colorado area, or if you have friends there, tell them to come. I don't think it's sold out yet. And if you can't get on the list, email us at Forever Dog, and we can try to get you in. And the link is in our Twitter, and it's also going to be in the description of this episode. So please come on by, and it'll be great. We're all going to have a great time on a Thursday, if it ends up being a Thursday in where you're from. And I hope it does. Take care of each other out there, because Thursdays are coming. Bye.
Forever Dog.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
Welcome to Treks and the City. Welcome to Treks and the City. My name is Veronica Osorio, and Alice is distracted clicking on the computer, so I started the episode.
I'm Alice Wetter. Maybe let's do this one. I'm Alice Wetter. This is your drive time Treks in the City Radio. Welcome. We have the traffic report for you. The space traffic report is that the ships are all over for the fucking place. Fuck yeah! Welcome, Treks in the City. Veronica, how are you today?
Estoy súper bien. ¿Cómo estás tú?
I don't understand what you're saying, and I never have. Well, welcome. Everybody's up and at 'em and going to work. It's time to work, and I don't know, what time is it where you are, Veronica?
It's the same time because I'm next to you.
Okay.
Has not
This
changed.
is the first time I've heard you speak English.
All right.
Never works. This bit never works.
I think it's great.
I think it's great too.
Hi, Alice.
Hi, Veronica. How are you?
So far, so good.
Yeah, me too. We're hungry.
I think we're hungry.
Brett's gonna go get us some food.
We're also
Full
excited.
disclosure.
I'm excited to finally get to this episode.
Me too. When I saw where we're doing this episode, I was pretty pumped because this episode is very sexual. But also, I was really pumped when I found out who our guest was going to be because I'm making it seem like I'm not like fully involved in booking all of the guests. Like I'm not like insanely controlling about it, which I so
If some
am.
like bird gives you a
They're
message.
like, oh, look who's here today. Like I haven't been like, and then what time will we begin the next? Like such a controlling bitch. But
she is. She's giving me shit about my lack of order.
yeah, I do. And I'm like, can you get there 15 minutes? I'm like the worst. I'm an HR department wrapped in a riddle. Yep. Okay, but today in studio we have a person of who you will know because you have watched one of the hottest shows ever, basically, if you live in the world, and also a person who we've just discovered is a TNG fan because she dressed up for the fucking con, which we didn't get to go to this year, but we will next year,
So it's a
as
fucking
Deanna
con.
Troy. Please welcome to the studio, Deanna. Fuck me. I just said Deanna Troy. Alaska Thunderfuck.
Yeah.
Alaska, what are you wearing today?
Hello, I'm dressed in a full Deanna Troy illusion.
Oh my God.
I decided to do it. It's really hot out, but I went for a
My God, you
I
must be.
have
You must be.
full black hair and barrel curls. A poof on the top.
Was
Are
okay.
sweating
So
a lot.
for those of you who don't know, who don't already follow Alaska on some kind of social meds, Alaska was on RuPaul's Drag Race
You
season.
can do
you were
it.
on season
You
5, and you were the winner of the second season of All Stars Drag Race.
Yes.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So exciting.
Thank you. I appreciate
My
you.
God.
So you have a
America
communicator.
fucking loves you.
Yeah, it's true.
And you have
That's
a
true.
podcast on the Forever Dog Network called Race Chaser. So
Yes,
if you want
we
to hear
do.
the inside track, what's on the inside track? Do you use that inside track? I feel like it's great.
Sure.
On the Forever Dog Network. So, but you're New York based.
No, I live here. I live in Hollywood.
How do you record for Forever Dog then? And you haven't been here.
Well,
have your
we
own studio.
haven't. Yeah. We did the whole first season on our own. So the first 3 episodes, we sound like we're underwater.
Okay, great.
But after that, we fixed it. And then from there on out, we're going to
Okay. Now
probably
you
be here.
you have a co-host, or is it just you
Yeah.
refer to yourself as we? Which is totally
we,
fine.
yes, the
Royal we.
royal. No, yeah, Willem is my
Nice.
co-host.
Okay.
Yeah. And we talk about RuPaul's Drag Race episode by episode,
Awesome.
starting with season 1.
Now
so it's,
I've only seen
This
the
is what
first
I'm gonna
2
do.
episodes of season 4
oh,
because my friend is
that's
yeah. What an asshole I am. I know. I should have really
no,
watched.
those are good though.
I didn't want to get too starstruck, but also my one of my best friends who I co-parent my cats with one of my friends, and
Do you like send them back and forth?
she stays at my house because I travel a lot.
Okay.
So when I'm gone, she stays at my house, and she like loves them better than I ever could.
Oh, that's
and
cute.
I trust nobody more with her than them. With them than her. I trust her with them too.
With them that heard
And she's like a huge race head. So she's like, that sounds
that
racial,
sounds crazy.
right?
That sounds
race
wild.
head?
Straight up
I know, and our
She's a race
podcast is
head?
called Race Chaser,
Race
which
Chaser?
also sounds like a
Race
thing,
Wars.
but it's not.
It's almost
Anyway, and she said like
Almost
we're gonna
twisted.
start you on season 4. So that's
It's a
kind
really
of
good
where
one.
we've started. So
Yeah.
that's But she's like, it's hard for her to watch because she's like, it's gotten so good and there's so much that's happened since.
it,
And-
it keeps growing
Yeah,
and
it keeps
being
growing.
amazing.
Amazing,
Yeah. It's great.
but I'm sure you've talked about being on the show so fucking much.
Yeah,
At this
a
point.
little.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
And
Do you like
now we're
talking
doing a
about it?
podcast
Yeah,
about
we don't
it.
want to. We don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to
Yeah.
like press you on stuff.
No,
that, like,
please.
yeah.
Anything.
um,
No,
did-
we like it. Like Willem and I are doing a podcast literally about
So,
our
okay.
experience with
This
the
is
show.
what I
So
wanna
it's
listen
like,
to.
why not?
Yeah, of
Here's
course.
my
I
one
like
thing
that.
about it.
You're pretty
that,
open
that
about it.
stresses me
Yeah.
out watching it, and this is totally like I don't think and I say this to people, and they're like, I don't understand you. When you're creating the costumes, and they're creating like essentially like have to be these elaborate looks. Like all I can think about is like the amount of plastic that just is thrown away.
Oh my god.
Is that insane?
Yeah.
But I'm obsessed
Alice,
with it.
this is like the most bummer thing I've heard
I know,
about
it's-
all of
it's the
this.
same when
I'm
I can't watch
yes,
HG.
Put it there. Put more. Do that
I know,
thing.
and I can't watch like obviously it's a problem watching HGTV shows for me hugely. Like I can't watch, any of those like the Property
Extreme
Brothers and
Home.
stuff like that. I'm just like, oh my
Yeah.
god, what are they doing?
Yeah.
And Fixer Upper and stuff like that.
Right,
but
right.
I think about that, and it's just like so. I don't know why I said it because what are you
Well,
gonna say about it? But
That is the big that's like the undoing of drag. That's like the drain plug that
Right?
could literally deflate the whole thing because it is the most wasteful art form I have ever seen.
right.
yeah,
We
There's not a lot of
constantly spend
repurposing.
money on disposable, refillable things.
right.
Hair, I mean, plastic wigs are
Plastic
like.
wigs are
Right.
I
yeah.
mean, it's a nightmare. Everything
nightmare.
comes from China. Like, it's really, if you start to dive
Deep
any
dive.
deeper,
But-
it could be a real, drag could be over us.
But I
I
also
know.
feel like it
Yeah.
is one of the most creative. It's the most creative show in terms of like when you see a show like Project Runway or you see a show like the Salon show. I forget what it's called. You guys are doing everything like every character, like all the people on
Yeah.
the show are doing everything,
Yeah.
including the choreography for something that, lasts 12 seconds on screen. And it's just like, there is so much artistry that goes into it.
Yeah.
You have to be an expert at all of those things.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Yeah.
having that creativity, it's like, I think the eco, like,
It balances out. I guess.
it balances out, but I'm saying like somebody's going to be at the forefront of being like the green queen,
Green Queen.
You know what I mean?
I really
gonna
want, I like that.
Like
Alice.
I feel
See,
like
this
next
is what I mean.
season.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like the eco queen. It's like it has to be like
I love that.
I
Green
love that
Queen.
too. I really do.
because
I keep
now
thinking,
that
like,
it's getting
uh,
mainstreamed. It's like now we have to figure out how to innovate even more.
I see it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I see it
about
differently. Like I go to coffee shops and like I can't believe that we're still doing like plastic straws.
Yes.
that seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who has like the creativity to make something fabulous out of like a bunch of like straws or like stuff like that?
I
so
think
feel
about it all
like,
the time.
Yeah, that's like
Obviously.
because I'm not gonna make a sculpture out of straws. That's not me. That's not
Yeah.
what I do.
Yeah.
But I'm sure like a green queen would be like, this is the perfect person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she? Where are you?
Where is she?
Call us.
Where is she?
Call us.
Call us now.
Call us green queen.
At 1-800.
I want to hear your voice.
I need you to call me
It got creepy really quick.
tonight.
I don't even know what this is. Country summer.
If you're out there. It's like we're debating song.
Yeah.
Be careful who you hang around. Leave stars.
But this one has
That was me singing.
Why does your
just now.
win if yours has lyrics?
No, I'm wrong.
You
I'm
sound
wrong.
so
here we go.
great. You sound amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you're out there, if you're collecting
This
plastic,
sounds exactly like one of those advertisements for a
for
pill.
like pain.
A green queen can't solve every single one of life's problems. If you have green queen, call your doctor and
Get them enrolled, I guess, in some kind of a health plan. Anyway, so that's my thing about that.
I love that. I mean, I don't know if I'm the Green Queen.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I use a lot of like plastic and
Yeah.
like plastic tablecloths.
It's what
but
there is.
I don't throw them
I do
away.
too.
I save them and I really reuse them. So I guess they're not like
You're
out
working on,
in the ocean.
Yeah.
Waving up on the shores.
Yeah, exactly.
Floating.
And I'm sure that natural hair wigs are probably
They're
more
so
durable, right?
They're
So-
very expensive. Like if you, that's like a
Girl, I
serious
know.
commitment.
Yeah.
I have a bag full of not a bag, like a container full of wigs
Really?
under my bed. Yes, but I've
You're
never
supposed to
bought
put them on heads.
I never bought a real hair wig because it's so like I do comedy and characters, so I just like throw them, and so I
Yeah.
have all kinds of hair color wigs, and I just go through them so fast because it's not
Yeah.
like
Sure.
it's a 1-day thing or like 2-day thing or like
Yeah.
sometimes I'll pull it back out.
Yeah. I
But
just use a yarn wig.
real hair wig is like a real commitment. That's like this is what I want as my hair now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very expensive. Which is, my friend gave me shit because I love rainbow stores. I don't know if you know them in New York.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like the
The-
Fias
yeah.
Paredes of New
Fias
York.
Paredes of New York. I love them, and they're so problematic. I'm sure they
Yeah,
have
the
like.
disposable fashion. You're not very,
I know, and my mom makes wedding dresses. Like she makes haute couture like dresses. So this is like the opposite of what I should
Yeah.
probably like. And my friend,
It's your little rebellion.
I'm like just like
Yeah.
I'm like a little rebellion one person
Yeah,
show.
little rebellion, one person.
But my friend is making pants, and they like became so popular in Japan, and everyone's like buying them. There's
Yeah.
this like pants it's a process. It's like so they're so expensive because it's a long process.
Yeah.
And she saw me like wearing like a Rainbow Store like t-shirt, and she was like, "Don't do that."
Just crying.
Yeah, basically. But I was like, but I need like a t-shirt for the summer. Like I need this thing that I'm going to
Yeah.
like get rid of, in 3 months.
Is it this one?
No, this is my Forever 21.
So mean.
Is it what you're currently sporting? Yeah, basically.
And that's what you're wearing? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Veronica, what are you wearing? Oh, they left.
They left.
They're done.
They
didn't
snapped
wait.
and walked away.
Like, it's okay.
Tell us or don't tell us. It doesn't matter. Bye.
Don't tell us bye. So I want to ask you about Star Trek because this is so when I saw your Deanna Troy, I was like, this is perfect. It was
Yeah.
perfect, it is perfect.
So Alaska dressed it up, caused as Deanna
San
Troy
Diego,
for the
right?
San Diego Con.
Yeah.
and I'm like, what's your What's your history with Star Trek? Like, how did that come about? Yeah, how did that happen?
Well, when I was a kid, honestly, I used to change the channel when Star Trek would come out. We were like, oh, that's boring.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But now, like later on, I mean, I see it for what it is, which is like brilliant. It's like Shakespeare in space. Like all the actors are great. I love all the makeup and the like prosthetics and the I love it. The clothes. I love it.
Luxana.
And then it's not like, oh, we're just running around shooting everybody. It's like we're diving into like humanity and
it's a philosophical show.
It's not just like a male energy Western. It's straight up like, let's take things slow. How are we making this happen? Who are you? Why do you come into our world as like Luxana Troy is probably
Have you had an Luxana Troy experience?
I love whenever she's in the episodes. I mean, she's just seducing everyone. That's her mom, right?
Yeah, the mom.
Yeah. She's just like the voice of the computer, and she has the most.
She's the voice of the computer?
Is voiced by the same woman.
Gene Roddenberry's wife.
Married to Gene Roddenberry.
Yes.
Is that incredible?
I think she's one of the fewer. There's like 2 actors, her and another guest star, who have been in the most amount of Star Treks.
Might be O'Brien.
No, it's the guy who he plays like a baby. Like I can't find it. Right? It's not. We're not facts people. We care about exactly the same relationships, the outfits, and who's like, I don't know, like who's like making out.
Yeah. It's a passion pit on the Enterprise. Everyone's
especially on
literally
this episode.
Yeah.
Look at them.
like a
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
They're so cute.
Brett is like delicately putting them on
Thank
the Brett like he looks like a little cartoon man. Just putting them on the shoe.
I'm not
Thank
using
you,
my
Brett.
straw because straws are murder, and I'm the green queen.
You are the green.
No, I actually did this earlier today. I had an iced tea earlier, and I didn't even pick up a straw. I just left.
You just took it?
I know.
They were like,
Lately, I've been doing that.
It's gonna
they were like,
be
but
like
Alaska, don't you want a straw? Alaska. Alaska.
No.
TMZ, don't you want a straw?
No, I'm the green queen.
Oh, you're the
Hashtag green queen. Green queen.
Okay.
Hashtag race chaser. Hashtag Treks in the City.
I'm really inexperienced at my job at TMZ, and I just got intimidated out of talking to you.
You have no follow-up question.
Not
That's
at all.
it.
Not at all.
No, I'm gonna quit my job and I'm a different person. Sorry. Bye.
Wait, who are you? Why
Who are
you?
you?
Talking
I don't know.
to you?
I'm just here, and I just like felt like I
right.
needed to talk.
Well, honestly, I need to talk too, so thank you.
All right.
So this episode, guys, wow, is it sexual and hot?
Is it funny too?
Yeah.
Because there's
Whenever
like,
I say sexual, I sound like I'm very Midwestern.
it's factual. There's like, to me, the most shocking thing is like this glistening like metallic fabric, and then Deanna Troy's like 1 foot with like perfect pedicure and like massage. Like that's like I know. There's like
it's racy. It was like
podiatrist like
it was
fantasy.
really
soap
racy.
opera
It was
sexy.
really sexy. Yeah.
What do you call
Yeah.
that fantasy with feet? Feet?
foot fetish.
Foot
Foot?
fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called a foot.
Oh.
A foot fetish.
What do you call that fantasy with feet?
What do you call that fetish that's involved in feet?
I said a podiatrist dream. So
Yeah.
I love that there's like, because I know I've stalked people on the internet, and then hey, we all have. Okay,
Nope,
leave me alone.
we
back,
haven't.
back out.
Everybody here has it.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, explain it.
Okay. Well, my one of my ex-boyfriends started dating another person, and then I was like, this person doesn't have an Instagram, so I like had to go to the hashtag whatever. Point is, there are photos of her feet online, and I was like,
Are they gutted? Are they
they're really
horrible?
no, they're really good. My feet are messy because I've had 2 accidents that have directly affected my
Yeah.
feet. And I'm also like a circus person who trained like dancing. It's like
Oh.
messy feet, but like I don't know if you've seen dancers' feet, but they're like
I've seen drag queen feet.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
like a
I was
train
gonna
wreck.
say, how do you care for your feet? Do you have
it's
any
like perfect. Whoa!
I just hope they still work.
Really?
It's it's like any affliction you can name. It's just
Really?
It's there,
yeah.
yes, because
Oh,
it's a lot. I mean, heels are not kind to anyone, and
No,
it's a lot.
They're barbaric.
Yeah, they're barbaric.
Yeah.
They're like ancient torture techniques.
Yeah.
What did you
Yes.
wear at con? Did you wear boots
And they look
or
so
just
good.
Do flats?
I wore
Oh,
these
yeah.
little Comfort Plus mini heels.
Okay.
So they were like 2-inch.
Because you're tall.
Yeah.
And
You already
Deanna this is like already a tall Deanna. And she's
Maybe
like in a
you kinda wanna
uniform.
be tall if you're.
Well,
Yeah.
quote unquote uniform.
She's a short person. She's in Sharknado, which is the reason why I was at Comic Con.
God.
We were doing press for Sharknado 6. And my scene
I love this so much.
my scene partner is Marina Sirtis.
Oh my god!
We got in the car the first day. It was like 6 in the morning or like 4 in the morning.
my God.
We were shooting in Romania. It was very cold. It was winter. We got in the car and there was this woman in the car with us and we were driving to the set, which was like a medieval castle.
Wow.
A fake medieval castle, but it looked really cool.
It's still like where Dracula comes from.
Yeah. And we were just talking, like me and my friend Jeremy and this woman, we were talking and we were talking about where we were from. And she was like, yeah, I'm from England, but I'm Greek. And my friend Jeremy loves Star Trek, especially Next Generation. And he was like, oh, that's like Deanna Troy, like jokingly.
Oh
and
my
she was like,
God,
I'm
oh
her.
my god! Oh my god! Oh
That's
my god!
me.
Oh my god!
We just like, it was like dead silence in the car.
Really?
We didn't know what to do. And like, I don't get starstruck super easily, but I was very like, and I had to do scenes with her where she's like, she plays my mother and we hate each other. And she's literally looking into my eyes with these giant,
Black
gorgeous
Brownies.
Beautiful.
black eyes.
Yes.
marbles.
And I was like, I can't remember any of my lines if you're looking at me. Like I couldn't. She's fierce.
That is amazing.
Yeah, she
So
likes to
fierce.
party.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
is.
Fucking yeah.
And she'll tell you a story or two about like she'll call out on bullshit from the fans and like she'll
Yeah.
tell you
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
everything.
So
She's
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is fierce. She is pretty amazing. Also,
She's fierce.
she was the only character who never wore like she was a Starfleet but never wore the actual uniform. So like
right.
Except for that one time that guy made her do it.
He forced her to
Yeah.
do it. He
Yes.
Pushed her
sucked.
into it. He didn't.
And in the previous episode, like she barely had a line. No, 2 episodes ago, and she just was wearing like straight up a dress.
Yeah.
like, just like not even anything similar to
Yeah.
uniform, just a dress. So yeah, she's also the hair evolution of Troy during the seasons is like pretty amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's,
Yes.
I think it went from like kind of tight and like
It was like the
Bejeweled
space
to, like,
Elaine.
out. Yeah,
For a
Space
while.
It
Elaine.
is a space Elaine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
It is a
Thank you.
Space Elaine.
Because but with the like jeweled headpiece, and then it should. And in this episode, we really get to see
He takes it off.
because this
of
motherfucker
her.
takes her hairpiece off immediately.
Kind of like a no-no.
It was a no-no.
Kind of don't do that.
Kind of don't do that.
Like
Yeah.
you
Okay, so let's get into
Don't-
it because there is something that I like the first scene because Deanna is sitting in her quarters and it's such a Kathy, like single woman at home moment.
It's so
it's
so
like
that.
Kathy. Do you know what Kathy is?
no.
Kathy
No.
is like this, like
But it sounds like a Kathy.
it's like a comic strip that appears in Sunday Comics, and it's just a lady, and she's single, and she's always trying to get her boyfriend to marry her, and she's always like chocolate, chocolate, chocolate.
Because ladies and chocolate.
Yeah, it's like so.
This is one of the things I hate about like Star Trek is so woke and lit and wow.
Yeah, and then
this is like chocolate.
Yeah,
Women and chocolate. And exercise. Talk about men.
Dispatches. A research inquiry from the Manitoba Journal of Interplanetary Psychology and 3 communiques from your mother.
I love that she has this like first
3 from her
first
mom.
it's a research inquiry.
Transfer the letters from my mother to the view screen.
It's like Selena Kyle coming.
I
on.
know.
Batman Returns.
I know.
would like
it's like
a
the
real
when she's listening to the
chocolate
machine and it's just like her
Define
mother.
real in context, please.
Real. Not one of your perfectly synthesized, ingeniously enhanced imitations. I would like real chocolate ice cream, real whipped cream.
This is us with
This
Brett.
unit is programmed to provide sources
Yeah.
of acceptable nutritional value.
That's Brett
Your
too.
request does not fall within current guidelines. Please indicate whether you wish to override the specified program.
Listen.
Picard to Councillor Troy.
What? Yes, Captain.
The pleasure of your company is requested, Councillor. We are,
There's a party.
we're having a little impromptu reception.
Four. I can tell it's a
Delegates.
party because there's at least 5
Captain,
people
I'm
there.
not really dressed for a reception.
Oh, Councillor, just throw on any old thing.
Oh yeah, that's
We're
so
about to get our
easy,
first
right,
look at the
man?
world.
Yeah, fuck you.
Of course, Captain.
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
on
I
my
don't have one
way.
of your deep V pajama ensembles.
God forbid I should miss my first look at the wormhole.
Wow. Meow.
I know she didn't get her chocolate.
She didn't change. She looks
Well,
fab
Miss
though.
Troy.
Wow.
Just tell me
like-
there's some chocolate here.
They're all
Councillor
wearing
Troy.
basically
You allow
that.
me to do the introduction.
Just throw
This
an
is
whole
Premier
thing.
Bhavani
Like
of Bazan,
it's not like
Councillor
that.
Deanna
That's
Troy.
not how women
Your
work.
discovery has produced
That's
a
not
great
how it
deal
works.
of excitement, Premier.
Hopefully, it will also
She
I
be
love
has
this
like
woman.
the
Era
the,
of
the
prosperity
Catherine
for my
Terry
people.
like mouth.
see to that.
The
You know, Mr.
like
Mendoza.
The headgear?
headwear.
Pleasure
Headgear.
to see you again, Councillor
Double.
Troy. This is a worthy
Lipstick, always
Federation
perfect.
competitor in the bidding.
Look at this guy.
Leor of the Caledonians.
Hi.
Madame.
And I'm Devanani Rao.
Devin Anira.
I love that name.
And this is my
Ship's
Asian
Counselor,
accessory.
Deanna Troy.
My good friend Raul is the best hired gun in the business.
Hired gun.
My good friend Mendoza means that I'm a negotiator who serves
Mendoza.
a variety of clients.
He was on the Golden Girls.
Mendoza was?
Know him.
Yeah, right?
That's
This
where I
guy.
know him from.
I knew that face.
He played a priest. And he
Oh.
kind of reads Ronald Reagan, which is pretty cool.
That's dope.
It really does. I don't like his face or attitude or voice or anything
You
about
don't
him.
like anything about him.
I reject him. I fully
Fully.
reject this person entirely. It's so weird that they were like, who would like foot massage Deanna Troy? You. I don't know. I would have picked more like I don't know. What would you have picked? Do you feel like this is a match? I don't find it a match.
Well, doesn't she kind of have a thing with Riker a little bit?
Yeah.
So he's like rugged and like
He's Riker-esque.
bearded.
Yeah.
This guy's really like super clean cut.
Yeah, he's foppish in a way.
He's in
Yeah.
that Alec Baldwin movie about making money.
Exactly. No one knows what you're talking about.
Yes,
and they
there's-
never will.
Yeah, they do. Someone out there,
Wall
please.
Street?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Oh, he's in Wall Street.
Wall Street was it?
Yeah.
That's an. I thought you meant a new movie.
No, that.
No.
No,
That.
Wall Street. That's what
Okay.
I mean. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like she needed a little more of like a Kenny Rogers. I'm gonna keep saying Kenny Rogers, like something like like a
But like a Devandra,
Right.
like a Devandra Banhart.
yes, or like a I don't know who's sexy but like a,
Joaquin
little old.
Phoenix.
Yes, or
I just keep saying people.
Yeah.
a Joaquin Phoenix or like even like Antonio Banderas, something a little
Yeah.
A Benicio.
sultry or ethnic
Yeah.
or
Get me a Benicio.
give me a
Stat.
Benicio.
You know, that's what I'm
Um,
saying sometimes.
This episode is kind of strange because it's like all about a wormhole and then like ladies
Yes.
time
And then a lady hole.
yeah that she
Yeah.
she gets like
It's all about a
compassion.
wormhole and a wormhole.
all right.
Thank you so much for providing the sound bites that we needed. You're your own soundboard.
Were you like, oh yeah, this is a pretty? I mean, what did you like about Star Trek? Were you like, oh, this is because since you were Deanna, we were like, let's just like pick a Deanna heavy episode.
You,
Yeah.
but also worked with Deanna. So,
I know.
We just finding out.
so that's
It's
is
amazing.
that like what
Yeah.
informed you picking her to cosplay?
Yeah, and I was hoping she was going to be there, but she wasn't. Like she was.
That's
as soon as I
amazing.
got there, I sort of like was like deflated. I was like, all I wanted was
No.
that picture of me next
My
to her.
God. Well, it can still happen.
It can.
It
still
can
happen.
totally still because you.
But that means
because
you have
didn't
to keep
throw away the
doing it.
costume.
No.
I threw
I immediately threw it in the trash, not the recycling. And the wig,
Two
I
full water
clogged a manatee habitat with it.
Immediately threw it in
It's
the
weird
ocean.
that your faucit goes directly to a manatee
does.
habitat.
It's
The rest of us
interesting.
are like just goes to
It's
the
a-
sewer.
it's weird
It
because
was a
most
selling point.
yeah,
Yeah.
most trashes don't. But you like, I think you set
yeah.
that up on purpose
Yeah.
to go. Wow.
And your garbage disposal, it actually goes onto a family of lemur,
It does.
like rare
Yeah.
lemur, and it
So
just
my
like
straw
empties
collection,
right out.
I just put down
And it
there.
just goes
Just
right
throw
out
it.
there.
It goes straight to the ocean, right?
I order boxes of straws just
Yeah.
to feed the lemurs.
It costs a lot of money because just setting the system up
right.
and
It's
like
very
ordering
costly.
The
My overhead is insane.
My
You're
plumber,
wasteful.
my plumber has a very like soft voice. And
You have
he's,
a
like,
plumber?
The plumber who works in my building.
Wow.
So, not in my building, but he works.
I thought that was like an
goes to
old
my-
timey thing. Being
Okay.
like, this is my plumber. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
he comes in, and I always get in trouble for my garbage disposal because it gets clogged, and it's like from 1941 or something.
Yeah.
And he's always like, and I'm like, what was it this time? And he's like, an onion skin. Like, and I'm like, ugh, seriously, dude? Like, it's an onion skin. Like,
You can't do onion skin?
I'm
That's-
like, it's
yeah,
a garbage.
It should be able to
disposal, and he's like, he just loves how angry I get. I'm like, it's a garbage disposal. It should be able to attack food, and he's like, no, like that.
Just
Like,
don't
so
use it.
excited that I'm mad.
I like your plumber.
Yeah,
I know. I
He's a
don't know
cool
people
dude.
who know their plumbers. I don't
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
a
I
plumber.
didn't.
we have a repertoire. We have a thing we do.
I like to see that.
Yeah.
So can we go to the hot?
Like, where's that hot stuff?
That's what I want.
So right off the bat, this guy's giving her the eyes, and she's
and
like,
she's two. She is too. I like
she
that.
is giving them.
I
the
like
eyes
that
too.
they're not afraid of like. It's not just. I don't know.
What?
Because we know her, but it's usually we see those scenes like where the guy is like the person who's like giving her the eye, and we see his perspective, but we're seeing her like it's very active on the woman. I
She's
feel.
like hubba hubba.
Also, he was born in Brussels, which is hilarious. to
Yeah,
me.
we see her
My
in
brother
her
lives in
room,
Brussels.
fully googling him,
She's
which is really
Facebook
funny.
stalking him.
She's Facebook stalking
I
him.
feel like that wig would look good on me. He has
The
a Brazilian
fucking Ferengi.
little Ferengi laugh.
Brazilian
Devanani
flag
Raw,
on his
human,
tattoo.
age
Devanani.
41, born Brussels, European Alliance, relocated.
This
at
is before
age
the European
19
Union.
To Hercos 3.
I
By the
know,
way.
they
Yeah.
predicted
Yeah.
the EU.
Yeah, they did.
The European
It's crazy.
Alliance.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Alliance is kind of cooler.
Yeah.
Should I call for an appointment?
Maybe that's post Brexit.
No.
Whoa, she has palm tree
I was just
background.
looking over some personnel files.
That's me.
Oh, that's
Look,
too bad.
You'll see.
Thought you might be thinking about
stalking.
me.
Oh, something else.
I thought you'd be deep in negotiations by now.
In recess.
I'm gonna sit in the closest
I
part.
never play the opening rounds anyway.
So I thought this was creepy.
Inconsequential.
It's well, yeah. You don't visit a woman
Besides,
in
there are
quarters,
much
but
better
hey,
things
hello.
to negotiate
No, but
on
the
this
rest
ship.
he does do is so
Like dinner
crazy.
tonight.
What about your traveling companion?
Yeah. What about
Right?
her?
My traveling companion is traveling.
He just shot her
You're
out into space.
Asian
I
looking
sent her home.
accessory.
Jettisoned.
He just fucking put her.
Why?
You know why?
Weren't you getting along?
Don't do that.
What?
Already
Don't
fighting.
do counselor.
This is my
Cohen.
bamboo curtain.
Oh my God, you are her.
Yes, you were.
Same house.
You are her. You her.
It's the exact same thing.
I am happy to
When you
be.
leave this office,
Okay.
who are you?
Whisper in her
Oh,
ear
so
with
that's how
a
it goes.
hot breath.
You
Is
never
this
do.
where he takes her headband off?
Yeah. Does he
Never
keep it?
do.
I thought there was way more of a system. Like the headband kind of comes off
Yeah.
really
No.
easy.
I know. Whoa. She's like, ow, ow.
I didn't
That's
know it
actually.
was-
She's like, that's pin. That's pin. That's pin.
Literally. My wig.
And then this.
I bet that hair department was like,
Like,
weird.
he is too much. He is too much.
he's too much.
In her date.
Also, she looks stripped down of her makeup, which is kind of nice for Deanna
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
this scene because it's like her vulnerable moment or
I would
whatever.
be so furious if this guy came
Like,
into my
he
quarters,
just came over to my house,
fucked up my hair.
took off my headband, and fucked up
Yeah.
my hair.
I mean,
It's not cool. Also, I had so many scenes in Strange Angel with putting on lipstick on the mirror, like
hashtag Strange Angel.
CBS All Access, and then I had putting on lipstick on the scene and like actively changing my hair, like putting on a wig and putting it on and off, and hair department. That was such a pre-production for hair because
Yeah.
it's like. We have to pin your hair down exactly the same way so that it looks nice when it's like pulled, but it's like that makes your wig look like janky because we're trying to like have a look under the wig. Like, so this is like a hair department's nightmare.
Can you imagine working
Just, like,
on the
taking
Americans,
a headband
though?
means
Yeah.
no extensions, like, or maybe like they have to be differently placed. It's like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd hate to be
that.
them.
I don't like that he went. "Wah."
I thought she was kind of in a wig, or at least half a wig. Like
Me too.
Me too.
It kind of looks like
just her
it's
hair.
just her hair, which
Yeah.
is insane.
It's
because
admirable.
it's beautiful.
I'm like, you have a heavy set of hair that's
Yeah.
very thick and
Voluminous.
Thank you.
So when you're on set, like in a character, like when you're playing something, you go into hair and makeup, right? Or
Well,
is it you?
Well, it's different for drag queens because, like you said, we're kind of expected to do everything.
Really?
I don't trust someone to do my makeup.
Okay, so you have that.
You don't trust
already.
it. You don't trust
It's-
anyone
Because I
and-
don't either, and yet
Yeah.
I have to have them. They have to do it. Like
Yeah.
most things I'm on, where I'm just guessing, I can't. But if you're guessing,
Unless
as
you're
Alaska,
Rihanna. If you're Rihanna, you
Yeah.
can be like, oh, Shakira does her own makeup.
yeah,
Yeah.
But this is different. This
I'm
is
not
you're
Shakira
at-
or Rihanna.
You're
You might have
not?
noticed that.
One second.
I'm super not either of
So
those things.
it's a cycle because it's like you don't trust someone to do it, and they are
No.
expecting you to do it.
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah.
And I insist about the makeup
Yeah.
because it's not normal makeup.
No, it's
I'm
not, right.
I'm not a petite woman who
Yeah.
you just can put
You
on
just do
some
whatever beauty makeup.
balm on my eyes
Right.
and then brown mascara
However,
and there it is.
I'm
We're
assuming
not all
you don't have
16-year-old little
I'm not.
models.
Yeah.
I'm a giant man.
Yeah,
And
but
it's,
I would say today your makeup that you're not wearing.
oh, thank you.
You look very.
It is very
you do look
natural.
luminous.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
You do look luminous.
So you have to tell people like, I will do my makeup.
Yes.
Like make sure that that's
Yeah.
like understood.
Yeah.
And then you have
Usually
to
I do
travel with so
makeup,
much
hair, and I have to do the clothes too because I can't just
Yeah.
wear girl clothes.
Right. Yeah.
It has to be like made for me.
Yeah.
So usually it's like I'm doing the whole thing because
So you
drag
create-
makeup is crazy.
Every single look, every single character, every single thing you created from top to bottom. It's like your basically your responsibility. Yeah.
Sharknado, the hair when they showed me this wig, I was like, no.
You just said no. Yeah.
But they were like, we already shot with the it was in Romania, so everyone who worked on the crew was from Romania. They were like, we already shot with the stunt
The
double.
stunt, yeah.
So we have to use this wig. So they put me this fucking Valerie Cherish wig, which I would never wear, but watching the clips, it's fine. I'm a character.
It is. Okay.
Sometimes you think, yeah, and sometimes you think you'll look probably worse because you're like, I don't see that for me.
Right.
And then
Exactly.
someone has just a different eye and they're
Yeah.
like, I don't know, for whatever reason, your face or your face shape or I don't know. They're
Yeah.
seeing something that you're not. And when they nail it, it's so nice.
Yeah.
But when they don't, you're like, I should have said something. Fuck this.
I
Oh,
always
yeah.
bring my own makeup to set, always.
That's very smart.
Because they'll do my eyebrows away and I'll be like, can you do it this way? Or something like, and if I speak up, it's like usually okay, but sometimes you'll speak up and they'll be like, what? Like I actually the other time I had a experience one time where I went to set and like the person just didn't know what to do with hair. Like they were just like, do you
With
your hair, your
it was when I had a different style, but it was like, do you put and she just like took some hairspray and was like it was like that. I was like, oh no.
You don't want a shaky
Oh, no,
hand
I don't want a
approaching
shaky
your
hand.
image.
It's just like somebody just being like,
Do you?
and then at a certain point, she just was like, all right. And she just like went in.
That
And I was
happened
like,
to
I don't
me-
want to hear that before you go into my hair.
I think it was
Okay.
Girl Boss. I had my long dark hair at that time, and then I've been braiding it, so it was very like Deanna Troyish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think the hair girl was like, just gonna leave it. That's what we're gonna
Yeah.
do that. And I was like, yeah, perfect. Don't touch
Great.
it. Don't touch me. I don't need to sit in a hair
Yeah,
chair
yeah.
for no reason
A hair
to
chair.
modify something that I don't. There's just no need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just prefer it. But I never had like that luxury of being like, here's my own makeup here. Can you not touch my face? I'm usually like, make me pretty. I'm bad at
Yeah.
this.
Well,
I'm
also it's
bad-
6
I'm
in the
bad at
morning,
this.
so you're like, yeah.
I think I'm kind of okay at it. I mean, I can
You're good
photograph
at
well,
makeup.
but
You're very
I
good
don't
at
know.
makeup.
I don't know.
No, you're better than me, which I don't say that a lot.
But you're really good. Okay, well, here we
we're
go. Compliments
both know
galore.
what we're doing.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
It's been hard. Mostly YouTube teenagers taught me how to do it.
Yeah.
Hallelujah, me too.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
incredible. The kids these days.
I
right?
started with
babies.
a British, very young black girl, and then I
Mhm.
realized I was like, she's like my daily like simple makeup, daytime simple
Yeah.
makeup, and then
Is
I
that
realized
I'm
I
already
was
naturally
extremely made
gorgeous?
up because I didn't translate any of the shades to my color.
That's
So then I was like, oh, I need to follow someone who's like olive skin.
Yeah.
It's I hated it because I like the other girl's makeup, but I was like,
yeah,
I'll follow this other one because it looks like me, so I can be like dumb and follow it step by step. So
Yeah.
that's how I did it. Now you know, guys.
Thank you.
You were all dying to know.
Thank you.
So now I know. Now you know. Okay.
So here's what bothers me about this scene. Though.
Okay.
I felt like from the get go, he's like coming in and being like, by the way, don't be Deanna Troy, the counselor, with me. And it's like really, I guess they tease the episode where she comes in, she's like sick of being at work or something.
Alice, don't be the comedian next to me.
See?
If someone just knows it, like
that was violent.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
macroaggression. So
Macro.
so I was like, it's already annoying to me because this guy's coming in and he's like, hey, by the way, I hate your job. You know, like
Yeah.
that's a huge red flag.
Yeah.
and you know what? Your hair sucks too.
Let's get rid of that headband.
As he's whispering warmly in my ear. And but Deanna's like aroused by this because I feel like no one has that. So here's my I'm
No one
not
disrespects her the way she needs.
Yeah. A woman needs to be disrespected in a specific exact way.
Okay.
I'm just joking. But
Well, and
it's
he
true
is an
that sometimes
empath.
it's like a
Hey,
arousal.
incels, we're not talking to you.
Hey, nerd boys. Calm down. No, I was just like, but it's true that sometimes someone, I don't know, I don't think it was properly like, it was specifically feminist, but someone does come to you in a way that's a little insulting and you're like, I kind of hate fuck you, want to?
Okay.
No?
All right, I'm with it. I think it's fine.
I feel exactly the same way as you.
My
I'm just trying to
question-
figure out what they were doing with.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen to me. It's extremely aggressive.
I don't want it to happen to you either.
Thank you.
Is she able to read his thoughts? Or
Yes, that's the thing.
because he's empathic
Because
as
he's an
well.
empath. We find out later. So it's a little bit, it's like, oh, that does kind of read. That makes sense.
He can read her thoughts, and
Right.
maybe she's like, "Oh wow, no one
Yeah,
has like done
yeah.
that before."
So he
maybe
knew how to negotiate her right in between her legs.
he's price line negotiating
Yeah,
this entire
Yes.
time.
He knew how to get the best ticket and the best seat to her vagina.
And wait, that's William Shatner.
It is.
Who's
Yeah,
isn't
the
he from
Price
Star
Line guy.
Trek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he killed his wife. This is
Apparently.
totally separate.
We keep saying it as a fact because we believe it as a fact.
Yeah.
But it's
I
suspected
have a question for you,
murder.
Alaska. Would you ever date someone whose real first name was Devanani?
Devanani. I only date men who are named Devanani. Yes,
Because that's a Devanono for me.
and he's from Brussels. He's Belgian.
Okay. You like a Belgian?
My brother lives in Belgium.
Yes.
I mean, why not? Your brother lives in Belgium?
In Brussels.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
You have a brother?
Cool.
We just
Yes,
learned so much about each other.
Wow. Alice, I have a brother. He lives in Brussels.
How many brothers do you have?
I have one that I know of.
That's
My
funny.
dad's, who knows?
That I know of, right?
It's true.
I love that there's like a sneeze at the beginning of that studio
Yes,
laugh.
somebody else pointed that
out.
Who was it that said that? Somebody pointed out the person. It starts out with the person going.
I think it was Matt.
No, it was before Matt.
So let's look at the rest of this flirting interaction, right?
Okay.
Because I'm so
horny.
Yep, consistently horny. It's my only state of mind.
The readings from the Barzan's probe of
Blah,
the
blah,
wormhole
blah,
are
blah, 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 blah,
blah, blah.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Beyond the
So it's like threading a needle.
Okay, so that blue
Operation
dress.
Decor.
Wait, go back.
Not your style.
So she
He's
does change
critical
her
of
hair. She does realize
these Ferengis are having a good
Ferengi.
she realizes that he's right, that she's only in
Much
one.
better.
Look, you're same
Thank
color.
I want that outfit.
I know.
That's a good
Drink?
one. They call that cold shoulder now for some reason.
Oh,
Everywhere. If you shop on ASOS.
Federation Decor.
Not your style.
I love
Well,
that. It looks like Balmain
Conformity is not my
last
style.
season, like that fabric,
It's
that's thick stretch.
the
gorgeous.
neoprene.
Yeah.
Brett, we need a power supply. Routing main power supply from Shields.
She looks so pretty.
Even like another.
She does look really pretty.
It's like a different version of her makeup, which I like it. I like the art
Well,
of
there
her.
she is again.
in this
Counselor
episode.
Troy.
I'm not.
Fuck you. That made me so mad.
Yeah.
Counselor Troy.
There she is again. Alice the
Champagne.
comedian.
For two.
If a guy said that to me, I would be like, you need to bounce out this house.
Bye.
Yeah.
You don't
she
like
is
my
again.
Federation decor.
Yeah.
Bye.
It's a shit.
Moving too
Oh, by the way, it's
fast
a
for you.
spaceship.
I love this.
Sorry, I couldn't get fucking.
I'm moving too fast for me.
No, it's not about you.
Corvette.
It's not about you, idiot. I'm moving fast for me. I'm measuring me. I like that.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about you all day.
Look at this asshole response.
I hate him. Kissing.
He has veiny hands. I want to poke him. Poke, poke.
So soap
Must have had
opera
a nice day.
Anticipation is
You must
fun.
have had a nice day because you
Yeah.
were thinking about me all
He's
day.
very, yeah.
I know,
He's
it
a
sucks.
lot.
He's one of those, right?
He's a lot.
I feel like
I think if you name your kid Devanoni, that's just what happens, right?
if you're like from
You
Brussels and like, yeah. I do like that the little dots of his suit
Yeah, he's got a
match
cute
her
suit.
makeup. I feel like it's a purposeful choice.
Yeah, his suit
Yeah.
has the measles. So things get real hot and heavy real fast with these two, and
She's
these
moving
two,
too fast for herself.
These two crazy kids, and oh, can you plug them all in?
Brett's doing a switcheroo. So guys, let's not get distracted by it.
I have to.
No, let's
Okay,
just keep
fine.
going.
So the next thing that happens is that they go back to the other plot, which we completely all forgot because it's not this
It's
date.
the wormhole.
Oh, thank you. It's the wormhole.
The woman with the braces is like, wouldn't it be hilarious if she was just like, oh, sorry, I forgot to take off this annoying, crazy thing. Why didn't anyone tell me that I was wearing
you only
this?
wear it at night.
You guys.
You're supposed to be my friends.
We don't know.
She has these
like,
crazy
well-
devices in her mouth.
Yeah.
That's
That
how it-
looks like headgear. And it, you know what I was thinking is a lot of times, like, you'll see an alien species that has something like that, and you're like, what if it's just that person? Like, what if it's
Right,
not
it's-
their species? It's just a her thing.
It's
you know?
just her.
What was your favorite? Who was your favorite? What was this guy that has like an apparatus to breathe, and you made a song about it?
Benzite?
Yeah, benzite.
Yeah,
they have
we
like
have a
a
benzite.
They have a floating thing in front of their mouth. I was like unable to stop clenching my jaw while I was
Yeah.
sleeping, so I have a
thing.
that I wear, but I still kept going and going. I was so stressed over. I don't know what happened. And I went to my doctor and I went to a TMJ specialist, and he was like, you can do Botox, which is like the fancy solution on your like
I love
jaw
a fancy solution.
muscles. Yeah, I love it too. I'm like, but I was afraid of, I never injected my face with anything. So that option felt terrifying.
I have.
But he was like, the other
I've
option?
injected your face.
Really? In my
don't
face?
know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I shouldn't fall
Anytime.
asleep in the studio ever again.
Well, that's on you, really.
Yeah,
we were at
truly,
work.
I mean, yeah, I admit that. And then he was like, the other option is to have like a full device around your head and like a gear.
Botox it out.
But
Yeah,
I'm a
babe.
single woman, so I can't be doing that, because I'm
So
trying.
did they Botox your jaw?
No, not right there and then. I was like, let me see how it goes. Like they injected my head because I was like having terrible migraines. This is a whole long story to say that I'm not wearing I'm not wearing what she's
Not
wearing.
wearing-
That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they didn't have Botox on her planet. Like she says, they have no technology.
Right.
Well, I
They
did.
just have this wormhole.
I did
Yeah.
put Botox on in my jaw 2 years ago, and then it made my I was so afraid of a needle entering my face or my face like changing that I threw up in the place in the spa, quote unquote, and all the other women like they were just coming in, getting a bunch of injections and leaving all red in their face, and I was like,
Oh my gosh.
threw up, and then they were like, oh my gosh, I feel like they were like, she's not a lady. I felt very like female judged, and then I left, and then my problem went away, and I never had to do it again, thankfully.
Huh.
But that's
Interesting.
such a panic. I almost like prefer to have been like that diplomat. Like
I don't really care about that stuff.
Really?
Too much. I mean, I wouldn't get like
but what if my
rhinoplasty
face?
or
What if
something,
they pinch a nerve and I feel weird for like I look weird for months? Or what if like
it'd be annoying, but
what if like I can't swallow because of it, or if it goes the wrong way, or do something wrong? I'm bad at instructions. I just like panic.
That's right. Yeah, like when you get your ears pierced and it gets infected every time immediately because you can't follow fucking directions.
You know, weirdly, I got my ears I have like three and 2, and all of them were at the beach with like almost a drunk guy with like dirty fingers, and like I was perfectly fine. At like 14, I was like, "Here, you do that."
That's how all Venezuelans get their ears pierced.
One in Puerto Rico,
by like a lobster comes up and he's like,
and I'm like,
and then
go
he's
for it, go for it, bitch.
You
Do
lobster,
it.
you
Rings
do.
are always greener when they're in the other ear.
Stop singing. Do it. That's how I got my ears pierced. But injecting my face, I thought my face was gonna like change shape or something, and I wanted to.
I understand that.
Be OG.
It would be a
Veronica.
trip. What do you feel? How do you feel about the Botox?
Oh, anywhere I can put it.
Yeah,
That's
really?
a new place
It
I've never
sounds like
heard
it
of
feels
it.
good.
Just go for it.
I know when you were talking about it, I've got this jaw thing right now, and I'm like, put it in my head. I want it.
Now I want that.
Yeah.
Well, I
I want my
started
head to be smooth.
I'm
Yeah.
using my device now, my like teeth thing. But
Yeah.
if it goes, it was so fine. Mostly, the worst thing that happened was that I threw up because I psyched myself out of it. So I would do it again, but I don't need it right now.
Botox is fierce. It's like one of the only injectables that has no like downside.
Yeah,
that
and it's
I've
so
seen.
cool.
But are you afraid of like if it like I had a friend Jocelyn. Let's say her name is Jocelyn.
Beep.
Brett, edit that out. Well, I have several friends Jocelyn, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
But
is it
several
Jocelyn Hughes
Jocelyn.
or Jocelyn
So many
DeBoer or
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn?
I have so many friends named
We could
Jocelyn.
just this whole
I have
part.
at least 10 friends named Jocelyn.
10 Jocelyn.
So, but she injected her forehead, and you could
Yeah.
tell when she did Botox because like her one eyebrow would always like flip up.
So she looked quizzical. It was like a conversation
Aren't you
starter.
afraid?
Like,
Are you afraid?
hello there. Yeah.
Does it hurt your
you.
face? I mean, I'm
No.
I'm
Sounds like
terrified.
it feels good.
It's
Maybe one day
amazing.
I'll go there. I'm not judging. I'm just personally panicked.
The only thing though,
I feel like do whatever it makes
I
you
don't
feel
care about my face
frigging
wrinkles at all.
fabulous.
I want less fat here because it's gonna get jowly. I know how these Midwesterners get.
Fat is different than
The
like,
girls with the
overgrown
big
muscle.
cheeked girls that we are, like from the fucking Minnesota. Nobody in Minnesota has cheekbones. I don't care what you say. If you're fucking
you
born in the
have
Midwest,
cheekbones.
they just don't have cheekbones. They're under all this. That's why I have a baby face.
But I feel like that muscle back there is burning some of that little fat. Because if it's fat, no. Am I a weird scientist?
You're a weird scientist.
Okay.
Or you're a scientist. All
Am
right,
I a
let's
weird
continue.
scientist? Okay, let's see this like making out. So you know what helps with your face? Making out. Is it true? You use so many muscles.
We'll be late for dinner.
So he comes back. He's already making out with her again.
He's
a
like,
waste
we're
of
not even
alcohol."
going to dinner.
I hate that his dress is gray.
She has blue tights on.
Yep, they love monochrome. And this guy's wasted.
He got poisoned by the Ferengi.
Man.
Well, he found his way around the ship.
Yeah, I know.
A bit warm.
Oh no, the only Hispanic man in all of space is dying.
I like when they have to ask for an extra.
It's horrible. Look at the Ferengis, like, what?
Yeah, they're disco Ferengi.
They're
They're always
Barney
dressed
has no
so good
objection.
disco.
Well, I most certainly do. First, you conveniently arranged to play.
Okay, let's go to the sex. I'm sorry, but I
Okay.
want to just see how hot you can be in space. Okay,
Space
this
is very cold.
Space shade here to Riker from Devon on. What is his name?
His dumb face. Devanoni.
Devanani.
Oh, I hate his face.
Difficult
but
position this must
picture.
be for you. If you don't understand something, I hope you won't be too embarrassed to ask me.
Embarrassed.
I think I have an idea what the rules are.
Well, that's what makes it so interesting. The rules of the game change to fit the moment.
Not unlike commanding a starship, Mr. Rawl.
Well, Mr. Riker's placed a great deal of emphasis on defense. A subject he obviously knows well, having served Starfleet in a number of conflicts.
I forgot you.
Now, the Chrysalians, we're enemies to no one. And we choose to remain that way.
It's like the words
Neutral.
Chris and the word alien.
Right, Chris Aliens.
Neutral.
I love his gloves
And
and
uninvolved, sir.
like
Yeah,
gigantic
just-
rings.
Virtually
I only have
all
2
interstellar
fingers.
matter
Chris
com-
Hemsworth.
Like if you only have 4
Chris
fingers,
Aliens.
you might as well like wear 4 thick rings, right?
A ring on every finger.
I know, yeah.
It's like Shakira when she was.
No one would claim that
Just
the
Hispanic.
Chrysalians are as powerful as the mighty Federation. But we have resources, and technology, and scientists too. But we also have had peace for 10
That's a woman.
generations.
He turns off his
Uh-huh.
PowerPoint, and then they go
Oh.
and
I
they
was
cut
thinking.
right to the foot massage.
On
So
the-
I love
on the
that
micro
the
fabric.
metallics have the same pink as the nails.
negotiations.
I feel like this art team in general in Star Trek: The Next Generation,
like that?
It's a
they
lighting.
were all in communication, like in very good communication
Yeah.
with each
Or
other.
it was one guy.
running around with like
Yeah,
sequins
so
and like
busy.
also yeah.
Nani Ra. Who are you?
What do your betazoid senses tell you about me?
Not much.
I'm from Brussels.
My
You know me, I'm
human
just a guy from
physical
Brussels.
response must be blocking
What?
them out.
What? Oh, he went. He
It
left.
never happened to me before.
There's so many awkward shots of someone laying
rather like
down.
that I'm
it's
more
always like
difficult
awkward
to
in the
read.
jaw.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
hard.
like
I wouldn't be.
What's this thing?
There
This
aren't
like
any
fat?
others.
Chin?
Currently.
The chin fat?
What about Commander
The
Riker?
bottom
Yeah.
of the face fat? It's so
Face,
like it's so
face bottom girls.
face bottom girls. It's awkward.
Who have you been talking to?
No one. No one. I just sensed something when I saw the two
Have
of
you been
together.
personnel file stalking me?
Will Riker and I are good friends.
Uh-huh.
What a stalker. That's why I delete my
Facebook.
ex-boyfriends in my Instagram, so no one can be like, "Who's Jorge?"
It
And I'm
was
like, "My
once
first
a little
boyfriend."
more than that.
This is racy. She literally is straddling
Yeah, she
us.
is.
And there's so many metallics around.
When there's
How
so
come
many
we're talking
metallics.
about me
Her
instead of
bed
you?
is like fierce.
I know,
Like,
her bed is-
tricked out.
It really
talk
is.
about their lives to you.
Her bed is a Bob Mackey creation.
It
Counsels the
literally is.
counselor.
It's a lion's
Oh, no.
den, like a
I
fabulous.
want to know about you.
Look at
I'm
that.
what you see right now. Just me. Wanting to run away with you.
400 years in the future, they're like,
you never
you know
leave
what's
this
more
damn ship."
comfortable? Metallic sheets.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just a guy from Belgium. I'm born and raised in
I felt
Belgium.
as if I've been waiting for you.
Now he's going to tell her the real
I'm
truth.
trying to understand why or how that's possible.
Does it matter?
yes, baby. Okay, every time
I
a
like
guy
that
says,
they
does
didn't-
it matter when you're like questioning him? Yeah,
You're like,
have
yeah,
to,
that's why I
like-
brought it up, bitch.
asked.
Yeah.
Does matter.
I'm waiting for an answer. Does it matter? Yes, it
Does
does.
it matter?
Yes, it does. Like, that's why I'm bringing it up. But that's why I'm on top of you, bringing it up.
He sucks.
Yeah,
He does.
Yes, it matters.
Well, it will. When I tell you. But you must promise never to tell anyone else.
Because I'm from Brussels.
Never to tell.
What?
They don't like this kind of thing in Brussels, where I'm from.
I am part Betazoid, too. My mother was 1/2, I am 1/4.
You're empathic?
The only one of 5 children.
From Brussels.
I must admit, I was never as comfortable sensing
It's crazy in
emotions as you
Brussels.
seem to be.
So that's why you left Earth.
I like that they kept her mustache.
I learned to live with it. Use it.
What?
She's got a bit of
as
a
you
shadow.
have.
Oh, me too.
But still,
I know, but I like that they didn't take it off.
it isolates us, doesn't it?
If someone came to me to try to take off my
I thought it
mustache, I'd be
always
like, you.
would. So I tucked
they
my
would-
heart away.
Really? Because I feel like
I didn't
nowadays
need
they
it.
just.
I didn't want it. At the negotiating table.
I love that he's
can be
like in
fatal
this
to have
metallic
art.
pillow the entire time.
Yeah.
But I never realized how much I needed mine until I looked at you.
Fuck me. It's very racy. Like you can
It
see
is.
her like fatty. You see her fatty. What's that pajama she's wearing? It's
I
horrible.
You
do?
Yeah, I don't like it either.
It's like a peasanty like tunic
I
dress.
love a peasanty tunic dress. What's wrong with that? You don't wear stuff like that. You're all about structure.
I don't.
You like a structured tailored
I don't
piece.
like looking like a little bag because I'm too short for that. I like more like.
I'm shorter than you.
But it's like a little.
I often really realize that I look like a little bag.
It's a bag.
I look like a tiny drawstring
But
bag.
I'm also
I
like.
look like a little bag.
But I'm also brown. I mean, if you feel sexy looking like a little bag,
I guess I do, but
I'm like,
I guess I do, but I shouldn't. So
I don't
many
know.
things.
I
are
feel like I
that.
look matronly and kind of like I gave birth.
No,
3
okay,
times.
let's stop. Yes, I am already there.
I like wearing
I look
something
like I
that's
pushed
like.
out a few.
I'm like a bralette, tight shorts. Person,
Yeah. Okay.
you know,
Yeah, you're younger than me.
you're darn.
You're younger than me, and you're from Brussels, just like I am. Born and raised.
That guy is like. So what? Then I want to talk about how the only I think two women scene that happens is them. First of all, it's like what I call ladies brunch episode because it's like both of them are exercising, talking about men, and it's such a stereotype, but it's also like impossible not to engage with this because it's like super 80s.
It's
Yeah.
so 80s.
It's so 90s.
And the
I guess, but
costumes are just
where
I
are
mean,
they?
the costumes again are racy.
yeah.
Like this is
To see Beverly
they're in,
Crusher,
like thongs.
yeah,
I know.
it's pretty satisfying.
So when do they talk? Let's see. Here
There
we go.
it is. And also, they have really
So-
coordinated
They've done this
work
for
yeah,
years.
This is something they've been doing together for so long.
They've been doing
Sorry, I'm late.
this. It's also
This-
like a multi-mirror.
There had to be a mirror there.
Yes.
That's me
It's a
exercising
little
this morning.
porny.
It's
I don't
very-
know. I don't know that the show remains this porny in later seasons.
No. It's always sexy a little bit, but it's never
But it's
porny.
suggested.
This
sex.
is very porny.
Straight
this
up.
scene.
Like highlight your boobs, highlight your butt, and mirror so we can see all of the body entirely.
I wonder how the actresses felt about it
You're
at the
under
time.
this morning.
They were
I'll
not
say.
into it.
I think it's sad that
Devanami Rao.
I mean I know we talk about
It's
our
ridiculous.
sex lives as we
And wonderful.
interact.
I feel completely out of control. Happy, terrified.
I hate that this is something I've done.
There's nothing rational about this. Who needs rational when your toes curl up?
That's like a witch. I know. That's like a Wizard of Oz witch thing. You know when like the
They
toes
curl up.
Yeah.
Oh, curl upward.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she's like, "Oh, that happens to you?
That
You
happens.
should go to the doctor. Oh, you,
You
are
are
a
the
doctor.
doctor.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
dear.
Have that looked
Maybe
into.
I don't know. Maybe it was a house.
And then they both do a full split.
They literally both just drop into a split.
because they both can because they both been trying it for years. Good
I'm
butt.
afraid I'm going to lose myself. I can't get enough of him.
Why double mirror?
Is it possible to fall in love in one day? I did. It was like this for you and Jack? No, it was another fella. I fell in love in a day. It lasted a week. But what a week.
Hey.
I love
Then I
that.
met Jack. Oh, took months to figure it out with him. Well, then maybe I should slow down.
No, you have to have
Catch
sex
my
now
breath.
as you have it in front of you.
Not let this thing get out of control.
He's gonna leave in no time. This makes me upset. Yes, you.
I get no complaints.
They're at a bar.
Just like get away from me. Background.
He's trying to talk to everybody. I wouldn't mind talking to a Ferengi.
To be
Yeah, me
honest,
neither.
I was surprised to see the
They're
Caledonians here at all.
Yeah, I like it.
They're
They're
very
so
petty.
fun to gossip with them. They just be like,
are
"Who do you
very
hate dealing with
They
the
are
most?"
so petty.
So petty.
They are, yeah, they're really onto shit and what's up and gossip. And they're like plotting little revenges left and right.
All the time.
Yeah.
They don't trust anybody.
Must think Caledonia
Caledonians
very
are
insular, Mr.
amazing.
Rao.
Because I like
Oh,
this
no,
hoodie
not at all.
that just like,
Not
it's
at all on the con-
when I wear
It's
a hoodie and I like,
fierce.
I tie it up,
It's very like Fenty for Puma.
I want it to fall like that.
Yeah.
It is Fenty. For,
Yeah.
it is very Fenty.
contrary, I've always respected your world's commitment to pure research.
Commitment.
It's just that, well,
Go on. Go. Please.
Well, scholars don't always enjoy administrative demands.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the
I want
next.
somebody to be like, "You're Belgian, right?"
Or me and my entire family from. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I'm focusing on just the sex because look, R2. For all of you out there, just watch the show. You know.
Yeah.
I like
Everyone
this
was
dress.
talking today about
Yeah,
the
she
way
looks
you
great.
absorbed the Caledonian bit.
And the glistening of everything.
Well, the
is
opening
like-
was there.
I love
I
it.
took it.
Commander Riker didn't know how you managed it.
Let me tell you something about Commander Riker.
And where I got this robe
He's
from.
good. He's the most dangerous man in that room to me.
But he doesn't have an edge. Your edge.
Our edge. You make it sound unethical.
Isn't it?
Deanna, it's just business.
I'm from Brussels.
That's what Trump said.
What are they eating?
Look at their forks.
Why haven't you told anyone you're an empath?
Because I find it makes people uncomfortable.
I think you don't tell them so you can gain an advantage.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I gained an advantage by using it with you.
It got.
You didn't seem to mind that.
It's like conquer the girl, have sex with the girl, fight
Right.
with the girl. Boom, boom, boom.
See, it lasted a
Look,
week,
Deanna.
just like Beverly said.
Yeah.
This
the point of
robe comes from
negotiating
Brussels.
is to take advantage.
So sorry.
I don't know
Where
what
did
the
you get
other
that
side
from?
is offering, and they don't know what I'm offering. So we dance around each other until somebody wins. I never cry foul when I lose.
But you're reading their emotional states, their inner selves, and then using that to manipulate them.
Well, people have been doing that for thousands of years.
It's called
just
marketing.
by listening carefully, by watching body language. I just happen to be better at it. You do it?
Target does it.
I do it to help my crew, not outmaneuver them. And I don't hide that I'm an empath.
Yeah.
Oh, so you announce it to every alien culture you encounter?
Well.
Or do you use it to give your side an advantage? Do you tell the Romulan that's about to attack that you sense that he may be bluffing? Or do you just tell it to your captain?
Don't yell at a woman at breakfast.
Yeah, we don't know because it's dark outside all the time.
Let's
That's
make it
different.
breakfast.
That's a matter of protection.
I think it's
Yes,
dinner because they're dressed
protection. Your protection.
Why is he
your
in a robe and
captain,
she's in a
your
dress?
crew, your
point.
edge. Yes.
Okay, they both
Now it's
have
a matter
good
of
points.
life and death when you
They
take
do.
the advantage. Me, I deal in property. Exchanges. Nobody gets hurt. So you tell me, which one of us would you say has more of a problem with ethics?
And which one of us is from Brussels?
Okay.
Excuse me.
Just won't let it go. And that's how this romance. Wow.
And then, wait, don't, because he has to challenge Riker now. This scene where he tells Riker that he's sleeping with her.
I love a nice.
That's so rotted.
What do you think about
sucks.
his response? Yeah, he doesn't have to talk to her like that, even though he is.
I mean,
a
he's
little right.
kind of right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's
You don't-
still a dick.
Also, like you're in a robe.
May I join you, Commander?
Yeah, maybe suit up if you're going to have
Maybe
that.
calm. Like yeah, just relax.
Ferengi yet, Raul?
Think I should give it a try?
No, but I think that you will. One way or another, it's going to come down to you and me.
You know, you're very good at this. Very good.
Because he plays
Much better than
poker.
you realize.
Oh, I hope I'm better than you realize.
The last mile of the
He's so
marathon
good.
is always
I love
the
Riker.
toughest.
He's so fast.
That's when the winners are willing to take the big risks. You willing to do that?
We'll see, won't we?
Well, let's see now. I'm prepared to reach a firm agreement with Bhavani before we learn the outcome of your probe's expedition. Are you? Well. That would not be looked upon favorably by the Federation, I'd imagine. You see, you have to be willing to take that last step alone, or it just isn't worth playing.
Your point of view, not mine.
Oh, I see that, Commander. I see that.
He's like a
Otherwise, you wouldn't be second.
shitty
command
Jimmy
of the
Stewart.
starship.
That's like too low.
Yeah.
He's first
Yeah.
in command. First of all.
Yeah, that's true. He's number one.
Second.
You know, I feel responsible for you in a way. Related.
Pussy cousins. What is
that
it
a
called?
thing?
Is that what it's called?
It's like it's called something sisters or like something brothers?
Yeah, when
two people share one hole.
Ooh, I don't know.
Brett, come on, you know this.
I don't know if Brett's gonna want to weigh
from your crazy sexual life, right? Brett. Brett's like.
Brett made a Brett-shaped hole in the wall,
and then he left. He was crazy. No, it's called something like sisters.
Sisters.
It's like
if you and I had sex with the same dude, we would be whatever.
We're
that
like
sisters.
Something sisters.
Right.
Callers.
It's kind of disgusting.
Caller
1, you're on.
So tweet at us at sisters.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I was calling in to say what kind of sisters it is. I think it's cum sisters.
I don't think you're right about that. Thank you, caller.
All right, well, I'm a big fan of the show.
I think it's definitely cum sisters.
Oh, there's somebody else on the line with me.
In too. I think it's definitely cum sisters.
Wow, you have someone screaming "cum sisters" in the
Sorry,
background.
that's my cum sister.
Oh,
she's screaming with me. We always travel everywhere just because of the fact of how we're cum sister. We're cum sisters. That's right.
You guys
Her name's Devin Anna.
You guys are okay there?
Yeah, we're okay. What's the matter with you? What are you trying to imply?
How do you all
We're
find
just
our
having
phone
a good
number?
time being in Brussels.
Okay,
where we live.
Thank you. Thank you for that call. All right, we have an answer from our callers.
you called.
That was
You're
a
the one who asked for
very
a call.
specific call. Look. Do.
We both love Deanna. Oh, in different ways, of course.
He's more petty than the Ferengis.
I will remove that
He is.
burden
Yeah,
of
he
responsibility right now. My relationship with Deanna stands very well on its own without any help from you.
Of course it does. Of course it does. It's just that, well, she's a remarkable woman.
Remarkable.
Brilliant. Lovely. Very passionate. And she could have been yours, Will.
Riker is shook.
But you just didn't
Yeah,
do enough.
I am too.
He's shook.
Now,
Shook face.
I'm here. And I'm going to take her too.
Now he says the best thing ever.
Riker, smile.
First bad play I've seen you make. If you can bring happiness into Deanna's life, nothing would please me more. You know, you're really not such a bad sort, Rawl. Except you don't have any values beyond the value of today's bid, that is.
He really
Deanna
is
is
so
just the
shook now.
woman to bring some meaning to your sorry existence.
Whoa.
If you're smart enough to take it.
I want friends like this.
Yeah.
To be like, to confront any potential lover and be like, here's the 7 things.
Here's what it is.
Yeah, here's what it is.
Let's have some synthahol drinks in the fake bar.
Yeah.
With
and
it
I'm
down,
going to tell
half
you
an
what
extra.
it is.
I'll treat you to a Sumerian sunrise and let you fucking know.
Sunrise.
Because I'm in love with Riker, and the reason is because he's so quick. That's the thing.
He
He's
is
like,
really.
yeah, like, do you play poker? What's poker? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just like, always has like a thing behind the thing that's so like quick. And I love this. Listen, if all my ex-boyfriends were like this, it would be so amazing, right?
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Like
if your
you're-
exes were like there
Yeah.
and they were just showed up for you and they were just like, hey, we want you to know.
Respect that person.
Yes, I didn't.
That's why she dumped me.
It would be great if, just helping them along.
Yeah.
But also, he said he was a sorry
existence.
existence.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Of all the petty, Riker won by far with a reason too. He was
I wish
just
he
like,
could then do the thing where he got off the stool backwards. you
like
know?
this, like
How he
legs up.
Have you seen the video of Riker just getting on chairs?
No.
He just.
It's
yeah,
so-
just, you
it's
should
wonderful.
Find it. Riker sitting down.
I doubt that you are.
I'll find it. Now I'm googling.
To the last mile.
Well, I want to.
So they don't get drunk off these drinks.
He got up. He
Right?
got up pretty sassily. No. Although I think they can maybe activate it if they,
They
want
can
to.
like. It feels like you're drunk, but you're not.
You're not damaging your system.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
fierce.
pretty cool. So this is like her short-lived affair, which I'm interested in because Deanna doesn't get that much of sexual action
Yeah.
And it's interesting to me because she's it's like Geordie.
Is more desirable to my planet.
Excuse me, Premier, there's something you should
Every
know.
time.
His leg goes up over
Every
the
time.
chair.
All the
was there
time.
something
Every
you
time.
wanted to
Well,
say?
he's like sassing someone up.
That's
Which is-
sassy.
Yeah, it is. He's very good.
He's
No.
got his thing.
Not at all.
Is she
I've sensed-
the woman with the mouthpiece is giving me from Dynasty with the Linda Evans from Dynasty. Like if you squint, it actually looks like Linda.
Do you think it
Evans.
has something to
feel
do
like-
with the peach? The
the
overwhelming
peach,
peach costume?
pantsuit,
Right.
skirt suit, definitely.
Yeah.
She was
I feel like so that wig that she has, that mouthpiece woman, would look good on me. That's exactly the wig that would look good on me. I look
You
good.
like that
wig?
triangular
Yeah. Like,
silver
what if-
Triangle. Yeah.
crimped?
Yes.
crimped. Right,
Crimped. The balding, like receding hairline, crimped silver.
I'm
wig.
into it.
Yeah. I feel like
I
that
wish
would
my
be-
hair was all one length so I could crimp it. Do you
Right.
know what? I don't know if you know this hair secret, but you don't have straight hair, but you do. And so
Okay.
my-
well,
No, I mean,
so for a second,
throwing
this
insults
isn't
left
about
and
you.
right. Go ahead.
So my hairstylist always wears her hair straight down and not much going on. Like it's always just really healthy and straight down. And I'm always like, yeah, you don't really do much to her hair. And then she revealed to me that underneath the top layer, she crimps. She uses a crimper to crimp underneath to give it volume.
game changer.
Game is changed.
Okay.
The game done changed.
What's happening is all of the top that people look at from the outside.
Yeah, it's
is
very
straight.
sleek and shiny and normal. And it just looks like you have a lot of healthy straight hair. And then you're crimping the underlayer.
And underneath is rotting, crimped.
No, not rotting.
I'm joking.
Rotting.
Rotting.
Just fully rotting.
They're like bugs. She
Fully
lifts it
broken.
up. There's like bugs.
This is like a hella wasp in
Yeah.
there and shit.
Like a roach just like left her
just like
skull.
Oh Jesus, God! And that's your hairstylist. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh no.
Ready for a cotton collar?
And that's why you do your own cigarette.
It's like, oh my God.
There's like a roach smoking a cigarette.
In there.
She's
Tiny cigarette.
such a garbage pail kid.
It's like also parts of it are bleeding. It's very harsh.
Okay, it's just crimped.
I feel like crimped hair is
Right.
like damaged.
suddenly felt uncomfortable.
I love that she's like,
Well, after
you're.
all, it was a very
I'm so sorry I fucked you, and now I'm going
tense
to like my
situation.
revenges in the
But that's
workplace.
what's so odd.
Nice.
It wasn't tense at all. In fact, I sensed no tension from you or Goss.
What? I was tense. I was ready to blow it up. What? I strongly protest.
Screen
This is
off.
an outrage.
Ooh.
Nice.
It was as though you were performing a scene for all of us.
Pardon me, Captain. I believe there's a slight conflict of interest here.
I agree entirely. Mr. Rahl asked me not to tell anyone he has empathic powers,
Yeah, the
which
cut
he
of her
uses to
jumpsuit is
manipulate his competitors
exquisite.
in a
Yes.
negotiation. And yes,
It's just so slight,
it did put
but
me in a
perfect.
conflict of interest, which I hope I have now resolved.
And this?
Premier, I believe Rahl has used your fear of continuing aggression between the Federation and its enemies to undermine our position. I also believe that this incident was staged by Rahl and Goss to provide you a reason to choose in favor of the Chrysalians.
Captain, it's the shuttlecraft. They're coming back through.
What are you gonna say, baby?
Shuttle 9 to
That was very engaging to
On
me.
screen.
I
That
love.
whole scene.
This is Shuttle
Yes.
9 reporting in.
And then
Barely.
turquesa with like that red.
Commander?
Trapped. On the other side, sir. In Delta Quadrant. We tried to warn them. They wouldn't follow us.
Elaborate.
So this wormhole, it's weird because they say that it's the only wormhole in the galaxy, but then there's like all of
No,
Deep
but
Space
it's the only
Nine.
stable wormhole.
Well, but yeah, next to Bajor, there's a stable wormhole.
Well, but that's not in the same galaxy, right?
I think, yeah, they go to the Delta Quadrant through the wormhole of Bajor.
Okay.
But this is like this is before they came up with DS9. So this is like, they don't know that they're going to create a whole show about a
Yeah.
wormhole and like it
Okay.
being a tunnel.
Oh, so they make a spin-off based on that concept
Yeah.
of
Yes.
like the very popular wormhole that everybody wants to use.
Yeah.
Yes, but
It's like a
things come from the
superhighway.
other side.
It's like
that
a
are
town by
not-
the highway.
That are not cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's a town by the highway,
Yeah.
and like what comes from the other side is heavy. So, and it's a war. It's woo, so great.
It's woo. I
It's
like
woo.
that.
But I love that it's like, this is the classic story of a person who's like, I'm infatuated by this, like, all this gallantry, all this, like, talk. And, like, I
Been
like that he
there.
dominates and takes off my hair, even though I didn't
love
ask
his
him
European
for it.
accent.
Yes. And he's so European. And he whispers warmth in my ear. And then she's like, fully falls for this.
Yeah.
Has sex, feels
Yeah.
like so many feelings, shares it with his girlfriends, and then eventually it's all like she realizes what this person is actually doing on her own. She's like, this has moral implications. I don't like how you're handling this. I'm going to tell it to you. And then he makes a faux pas with Riker, but that's independent, I feel like, from that's just for us to see his character as a person.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
she
Yeah,
on
for
her
sure.
own decides in the workplace, in front of everyone, to be like,
to call it out.
Yeah. And he told her this like in a very vulnerable place. They're both naked in bed. And she's like, yeah, I'm going
She
to
was
say
wearing
it
a
anyway.
peasant bag dress.
She was looking like a tiny little bag.
She did. Yeah, she was a bag.
A matronly little
She
bag.
obviously pushed out a few kids. That's how she looked. And imagine if she was shorter, it'd be even worse.
We're different styles, Alice. I have a short distance between my hip and my ribs.
I also
and I
have
just
that.
don't like looking wide and baggy and like I pushed out children.
I love it.
Because there's a stereotype about Hispanic
And
women
I love
always
it.
being
So it's
pregnant. It's,
different.
like a whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Yeah.
All right.
And I like to counteract the stereotype of
Okay.
white infertility. Like that's a stereotype.
It's a stereotype.
you know the stereotype of white infertility. It's why people are so scared. So yeah, I like that she's like on her own.
Yeah.
Take possession of like, I don't know. I just like this
Yeah.
It's so empowered and old, 30 years old.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you could question her morals about like taking information she got like personally, but not really. If you want to like
Well-
be devil's advocate. If you
Well,
wanna-
he like immediately like demonstrated how kind of shady he is
Mhm.
in his job
Snapped
because
at
he's
her, yeah.
orchestrating this fake thing to manipulate the
Mhm.
negotiations. It's like one thing if you want to be like, "Oh, I see what you're feeling,"
Mhm.
but he like is like faking.
immediately defensive as soon as she called, even though he's kind of
Yeah.
right. He
It's
was
almost
immediately
like-
defensive,
I
which is
wonder-
a tell sign, by the way.
I wonder if there were any signs early on, like maybe when he came into her room for the very first time without ringing the doorbell and then just straight up took her headband off
And
Yeah.
whispered in
like
her.
if he'd only
and
done
touched
something
her
like that, she might have known.
Right.
early. But I don't know. There were
How
no.
could you-
There
yeah,
were
there
no
was not-
clear
no
signs.
sign- there was no clear signs like that. Or he's like, "Hey, meet me at dinner. I hate your job."
I swear that's how I feel.
Like
That's what I swear that's how I feel. Where I'm like, there were no red flags.
yeah,
And
your friends
like
are
if
like-
you're a viewer, you're like they
It's
were like
all red.
Yeah.
he came in wearing flags.
yeah. He was wearing
Yeah.
a toga that was made of red flags.
Yeah.
He was waving one like it's gigantic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, there were none.
Yeah.
It was just sexy how he like undressed me without asking me for my permission and kind of like whispered. I'm just so freaked out by whispers.
The wet whispering.
Yeah, the wet whisper. Mhm.
Yeah.
Like a
The
hot air
breathing-
balloon.
The hot
The
breathing
hot
wetness.
breathing, yes.
Yeah.
It's almost never okay.
And
Yeah.
his Brussels accents is
It's okay
A
if it's
turn
your
off.
intimate partner or Santa.
that's disgusting.
I mean, you know, because Santa's got secrets. Is that not?
Secret Santa.
Yeah, Secret Santa. That's why they call him Secret Santa.
Because he has secrets.
He has so many secrets to tell.
Well, everyone has secrets. If you think about it, right?
Alaska, what's your favorite holiday?
What?
I
What?
just started to. I just wanted to know all of a sudden.
I like Halloween.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always have fun.
yeah.
And everyone dresses up, and so
And you can
they act
fucking
like I
knock
act
it out
all
of
the
the park.
time.
They kind of
Yeah.
dress up. I mean, maybe don't move in our circles because
Yeah, right. Our circles are
It's
not.
just lame ass.
So what
like,
were you
comedians.
last Halloween?
A girl.
A girl.
No, I'm just kidding. I love that, like that as a costume. Like, yeah, I'm gonna dress up like a woman. I'm gonna be a girl for Halloween.
It's funny when
That's how I
guys
feel-
dress up as a woman because I do.
As a
I've
costume?
had guys like that dress. I've had straight guys be like, I'm gonna dress up just out of nowhere as a woman for Halloween. My dad did it once, and it's like it's funny to watch that process because the parts of guys' personalities, whoever they are, like will like reveal themselves in the process of like getting ready to do all the things
Very
that like women get ready to do when they dress up. And it's like it's like this is funny, and then it starts being like a thing where it's like, oh, is it
real.
funny? It's like, no, it's actually like I gotta make sure everything is,
It's real.
And
It's
you're
very
like, "Thank
revealing.
you."
It's very, very revealing.
Drag is super revealing.
Yeah.
Because, how you get ready reveals so much about you. I feel
Yeah.
like, to me, I'm enter a time warp where, like, time doesn't exist and I can
Me too.
maybe be there for 2 hours or 7.
Or
it
like-
doesn't matter. I don't have
Yeah,
concept of
that's
time.
true.
Or
I'm
doing
just,
the
like, doing
thing
my
where you get ready. I used to do this thing with my friends all the time. Where like we'd all come over to pregame, get ready to go out, and then like maybe not even ever go out.
Right.
Do
The
you know what I
going
mean?
out is sort of not
Yeah,
even as
it's-
fun.
yeah.
It's about the mirror and the things and
Yeah.
the makeup and the glitter and
And
what are you
like-
going to pull out?
What are we gonna look? What's the look? Yeah.
It happens to 2 Halloweens ago. I was with an ex-boyfriend, the only one that I actively hate. And then he and I were like having dinner at this like restaurant, and there were a lot of people dressed as Mexicans.
Oh no.
And I was like,
what the fuck?
I mean, I'm not a Mexican person, but I see how you're using an ethnicity as a costume, and that's like crazy to me that it can
Bananas.
happen. Like people are still like, I'll be a Native American. Someone I worked at a cafe, and someone that oh my god, my cafe crush. He was like, I'm gonna dress like an Indian, and I was like,
No.
I was like,
red flag.
but I
I'm wearing
loved
a
you.
red flag toga.
Yes, horrible.
Oh.
I loved him until
Yeah.
then. I was like, oh, he's like, but my friends are telling me I'm racist. I don't understand it. And I was like, your barista's not gonna explain that to you. I don't get paid enough.
Yeah,
I'm just
that's
gonna,
right.
It's not
You're
my
not gonna
job.
do that
It's
emotional
not my
labor.
job.
This is what I was. I hope you. I feel like you'd appreciate this.
This is why you brought this up.
Oh my, Data Von Teese. Data Von Teese. That's brilliant. You
Isn't
look
it?
amazing.
Isn't it?
It was.
Are you painted gold like Data?
Yeah, I had a glistening face. It was really weird, and like I was on basically a date, right? Like Vero and I went to
We
a
went
party
out.
together.
I was Ladybug,
She was
Black
beautiful,
Swan.
like Ladybug, Black Swan,
because I had a
And-
Ladybug costume around.
and she did her makeup as a black swan. So it was like,
That's a
But it was like a
mashup.
ladybug, so it was
That's a mashup.
kind of lame.
but I was like
Let me see if I
at
can-
my boyfriend's, my now boyfriend's house, and like meeting all of his friends, you know. But I was like had this white caked makeup on and stuff.
We were
and
the
I
only
didn't
ones.
feel
Like, hi, it's so
cute.
nice to meet you.
And yeah,
Hello.
and like no one got it. People were like, "Are you a Star Trek thing?" And then some people were like, "I know what Dita Von Teese is," but no one knew the both
Data
things.
Von Teese.
That's all I have. This is all I
wow,
have.
that makeup's beautiful.
Yeah, she's really good.
I did. I wanted to be like, ladybugs are so innocent that I felt like she was trying to be dark.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's all I was.
it's a good.
Yeah.
It's a mashup.
That's what I did at Comic-Con
Mhm.
when obviously like I was walking through a group of like kids who had
Yeah, yeah.
no idea what the fuck I was dressed like. I was like, I'm a Star Trek. Because I used to mispronounce Star Trek.
Yeah, cute.
So I'm like, I'm a Star Trek. Hi.
That's amazing.
Fucking delightful.
I love also like make fun of people who are like making fun
'Cause-
of you
Yeah.
before
'Cause
they
I'm
make
like-
fun of you.
I was so sick of being
being
like,
a
I'm
nerd.
Deanna Troy. And people just
Yes.
like literally like
That's
a
so
blank
freeing.
At Comic-Con?
vacant
You don't want to get
at Comic-Con.
This is
because
crazy.
we were doing like press outlets. So it was like once we like walked from the press thing literally to the hotel, we walked like 2 blocks among like the Comic-Con people. Everyone was like, yes,
Yeah.
work. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
this is what I've been needing all
right,
day.
right,
Yeah.
right.
We were doing like, I'm doing a press photo for
Right.
Sharknado for Entertainment Weekly.
Yeah.
And here I'm a giant Deanna Troy.
Being
fan.
amongst nerds, being amongst actual nerds, and like them appreciating what you're doing is so nice.
That
'Cause-
made me
pretty
happy.
rewarding.
Yeah, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
you're like, you'll get it. Not only you'll get it, you'll be like shocked by how good this looks.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I know the character and I love how like really good you did it.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, ah!
I hope
Yeah.
nobody
Would've-
else does this. But
I think I would have like catcalled you. I would have been like,
I love that. I was
Yeah.
living for that.
yes, that's what I I would have done.
I want to be the
Straight up.
little girl from Hereditary.
I did not
okay.
watch that.
Did you see it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a big sweatshirt, you know, and then like messy hair and like a Snickers bar.
Yeah.
Right?
And you
It
can go,
works.
I went as Bjork in Dancing in the Dark. Dancing in the Dark?
Yeah, the year that came out.
No, years
Way
later.
later.
And everyone was like, okay.
Yeah.
It's so sad when you're like, I know this. I like 2 years in a row I've like dressed as like the specific movie characters, and
Yeah.
everyone's like, no.
Yeah, well, you have to go the year of it that it's made. You can't just wait.
But I don't like topical.
You can't just
like
wait
that.
a smooth 7 years. and
I don't
then
like
dress up.
topical like that. I like being like, this is
Same.
this is Fellini.
Same.
Well, obviously not, Deanna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
went as like La Strada, if you ever watched it. Whatever. It's an Italian clown movie from the 50s.
Oh.
And everyone was like confused, and I was so angry. It was irrational. Everything was
you were-
irrational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you.
That's how I get to.
I feel welcomed and accepted. Thank you. Well, this was so nice.
Are we
How's this
naturally
end?
wrapping
That's
up?
it. She shames him in front of everyone.
Okay, yeah.
The wormhole is
I love
fake.
that you're
The
like,
wormhole's
oh, yeah,
a
wait.
fake.
It becomes a
The
non-issue.
wormhole is currently
He's
Delta
explaining it.
Quadrant. He may run into them in 80 years or so.
So wait, what about like warp speed? You can't do that. That's
Well, you
not-
can't warp in a shuttle.
You can't warp in a shuttle.
But someone couldn't go and get them. They're just gonna
Yeah.
leave them out there for 80
Yeah.
years.
You can
I
go
guess so. Will you
slow.
go? Will you
can
rewind? Because
go
I want to have that
fast.
question too.
Okay,
answered
okay,
as well.
Okay, okay, okay.
80
No, you don't have to
years.
go back that far.
Okay.
Don't go back 80 years. There.
Okay.
Okay. That's what I want.
That's
I want to hear
like-
Data
You
talking.
can't warp in a shuttle.
No. You can't
go
warp in
that
a shuttle
far.
now. You can't warp in shuttle all the time. You warp in shuttle. Press play. Okay.
Elaborate.
Elaborate.
This end of the wormhole is currently stable, but the other end apparently shifts positions periodically.
That's me.
The Barzan probe had no way to recognize this. Eventually, both sides will be unstable.
That's my relationship.
Dry well, Captain.
That's your wave.
Worthless.
Acknowledge,
Oh
shuttle.
my God.
Main shuttle
She's
bay.
so sad. My dry well.
Prepare for final approach.
Aye, sir.
And no one
Captain,
even told me I had devices
Damon
in my
Goss is
face.
demanding to know where his men are.
Advise him to set his coordinates for the Delta Quadrant. He may run into them in 80 years or so.
Maybe if they warp, it still takes 80 years.
Mr. Rawl,
Crazy.
congratulations on winning the rights to the Barzan wormhole.
I take the risks, Mr. Riker, and I stand by my agreements.
Stand by.
Hi. I have an asymmetrical neckline.
That means we're over.
The
I've moved on.
the head wrap
As
is
you
so,
can
the,
tell.
the
Head wrap in place, bitch.
It's so elaborate that he could never.
Been
Yeah,
called by the Chrysalians.
because they're kind of the
Explanations
same, but she's
demanded and so forth.
fully out and
I'm
his
sorry.
is covered.
Yeah.
Like his
Well,
blue.
over the
That's
years.
true.
Understand the stakes.
She's
It'll be
like,
fine.
this is who I am.
What are the
Yeah.
other Chris's? There's Chris
I
Hemsworth,
had to do it, Troy.
Chris Alien.
Chris Pine.
Lavani was ready to go with the Federation.
There's so many
Chris
Chris's. What is
Alien.
this
I
question?
sensed it.
I've been called by the Chris Pines and the
I
Chris
used up
Aliens.
every card in the deck. I needed to change the rules.
They're
You must
teaming
have
up
known
with the
I
Chris
couldn't allow you
Hemsworths.
to do that.
My human physical response must have been blocking my betazoid senses. I'm very grateful for what you did in a way. It's made me take a hard look at who I am.
I love that they have the same color
Hard.
palette, but
Yeah.
I like what I see.
his
They look like a ballroom
I
dancing
once
couple.
asked you to
because
run
this is
away
like
with me.
turquoise is like a
Now I'm asking again.
throat chakra almost, like so she speaks out the truth,
I need you.
Yeah.
and he has thick
You
fabrics.
could
over
help
it.
me change. You could.
What's
be
a
my
like a
conscience.
knee chakra?
I'm not going to like save you, guy. So
Yeah.
you're out of Star Trek now. A knee chakra? It's behind the knee, actually.
There are no chakras down there.
Really?
Yeah, there's
There is?
behind the knee.
I feel like I have a ton.
They're minor chakras.
All your chakras are located behind your
I
left
fell.
knee.
You're really
I had an
unbalanced.
accident.
What kind of accident?
Happened at the gym.
That's how I want to be when I break up with
Space
someone.
Elaine.
So
Space.
Wow.
The guy's like, I was the worst. Kiss, you can save me. You can like help me.
Yeah.
No, I got a job.
Oh my God. You remember that job?
She's
you
definitely going to need a
slammed?
fucking chocolate sundae now.
Also,
Yeah,
let's not even
real.
forget the fact that he was like, fuck being a counselor.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which now we see why
it's my
exactly.
career.
Yeah. Now we see why exactly.
They could have been a really good match though, because they both are like part
Empaths.
Betazoid.
Yeah,
It's
I
hard to be
know.
in a universe where you're the only part Betazoid that you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have really gone great, but he really.
But he was too much of a
sucks.
fuckboy.
He's
like
sucks.
he
He's
just
a total fuckboy.
He's a total
He's a
fuckboy. And
fuckboy.
she knew it when he came on board with a different girlfriend and then
Immediate.
shot her out into space.
That girl was
Yeah.
wearing one red
He's
flag.
like, he went to the cargo bay and he's like, wait for me here. And then he just left. She's like, Alaska,
earrings
thank
were
you
great,
so
though.
much for coming on our show.
Thank you for having me.
It's been amazing. Where can we find you? Would you like to plug anything?
Yeah, the
Or your
podcast,
social
please.
medias?
Yes, everything.
Well, mostly just, I mean, if you like Drag Race,
Yes.
just listen to the podcast. It's really fun. I listen to it. I'm an avid listener.
What's it called? Where can we find it?
It's called Race Chaser.
Race
With
Chaser.
Alaska and Willem.
And it's on the Forever Dog Network.
That's correct.
And
So you can find it
we
anywhere.
can see you in Sharknado 6, right?
Yeah, it's going to be on Sci-Fi, I think August 18th.
I have
Fuck
sci-fi. I'll be on the
yes.
lookout.
Yes.
I know, I'm really excited. My niece is really excited. She's 8 and she loves Sharknado. So she's freaking out.
This is pretty amazing.
It's 8 years old is like a good
She's
time to get
obsessed.
into it.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Thank you so much for
thank
being here
you.
and for bringing a communicator on you. And
Yeah, Alaska, you'll see
also,
in the
you're
pic.
like in the same color palette as Deanna in her best outfit for
Yeah,
today.
in the cold shoulder.
Yeah, the cold
Get
shoulder.
thee to ASOS.
Shouldering about.
All right.
We're out, right?
Signing off.
Bye, Alex.
Bye.
Space.
Space.
Forever Dog.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey. For more original podcasts, please visit foreverdogpodcasts.com and subscribe to our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following us on Twitter and Instagram @ForeverDogTeam and liking our page on Facebook.